Good morning there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today I want to do this quick little video on why I chalk lines on a roof before I start laying shingles, okay? Yesterday I was looking through some comments and actually was answering some comments and trying to answer some questions and stuff, and I clicked over on the little tab where it said comments held for review, okay? And typically they're held for review because they have cuss words in them, okay? And so I'm reading through a few of them. A couple of them don't even make any sense, and it's just some people saying some crazy stuff, and I ended up deleting the comment. But then I ran across this one comment that from a guy named Carl, who called me a dumb F, okay? You can figure that one out. And the reason he called me a dumb F, it was on a roofing video, and he said, you don't need to chalk lines because there's already lines on tar paper, okay? And so I actually accepted that comment, but then it disappeared. I couldn't remember what video it was on, so I got so many videos on here and roofing videos, I haven't even found it yet. But anyway, I just want to make this little video kind of in a response to Carl and to kind of give a little bit more explanation as to why I do chalk lines when I do roof a house, okay? And I've drawn a couple pictures of two different style roofs over here. One is just a straight shot, gable end roof. One of them, we got a couple peaks here, and we got a couple valleys and everything. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But one reason why I chalk lines for sure, I never go by the lines on tar paper. I challenge anyone to do this. If you'll roll out 20 or 30 feet of tar paper and just on the ground and get down and just kind of sight down one of those lines, you're going to find they're not straight, okay? I guess they spray them on with an inkjet or something as that stuff's rolling down the assembly line, and it's just not very straight line to go by. And one of the reasons I do chalk my own lines is because I take pride in my work, no matter what I'm doing, whether it's automotive repair or roofing a house or painting a house or whatever I'm doing. I take a lot of pride in my work, and I want it to turn out looking right. So I'm gonna move the camera a little closer to the chalkboard here, and I'll give a couple examples, and then you decide on your own as to whether or not you should take a little extra time and chalk lines before you start laying shingles. So let's move on over. Okay, we're over here at the big old whiteboard, all right? Now, what I've done in the past, and if you've seen any of my roofing videos, I'll mark every 2 rows, okay? I don't mark every row. So if I'm doing a 3-tab roof, I'm gonna come over here on this end of the house. I'm gonna put a mark at 10 inches, 20 inches, 30, 40, 50, 60, and go on up the roof, okay? I'll come over here, I'll do the same thing. I'll make my marks, and I will chalk me some lines, okay? I'll chalk me some lines. Now these lines here definitely ain't gonna be straight, because I can't draw straight, okay? Anyway, we got lines to work with there every 2 rows. So as we're going up the roof, everything's gonna stay nice and straight as we go up the roof. And when you get to the top, that's when it's the most important anyway. Let's say we got our marks up here too, all the way up. And because I've seen guys, I've been on roofs before where the shingles are just going every which way, and when they get up close to the top, they realize that they're tailing down this way or whatever, and then they start trying to either stretch the rows or squeeze the rows to get everything to kind of work out when it gets close to the top. Well, by that time it's too late, that just don't look good. It just doesn't look very professional when you got these rows that are kind of squeezed together, or you got rows that are stretched out, which is definitely not good, because then you're going to have nail heads exposed on the shingle below from them being stretched out too far. And if you try to nail too high, you're not going to be nailing into the shingle underneath, so you're going to have some shingles there that possibly could blow off during a bad thunderstorm or something, okay? So that's the reason that I do it. I just like to keep everything going nice and straight all the way up the roof. And I like my last shingle that I actually put on the roof for the nailing area of it. I like it to be almost at the very top to where I'm still nailing into plywood at the top. So then it folds over nicely, and when you start capping, your cap covers the nail heads of that last row of shingles that you put on there. So anyway, and then I'll show you another situation here. This is actually kind of a house that I roofed here a few years back. And this is a really good example of the benefit of chalking lines. Okay, so we come down here on this roof here, and we had our lines chalked, okay, all the way up, marked off, chalked off, and we close cut these valleys. Okay, so let's just get on up here to the top. Now, okay, we know where our shingles are going to fall up to this point here. Now down here, if you'll notice this gable on this house, and this house is really this way. This valley ended right there at the corner of the house, okay? And you can visually stand out in the front yard and see that this line didn't line up with this. So starting here was not going to work out. I knew I was going to have to do something between here and here, okay? And so, of course, you kind of got to lay your first shingle where you're going to lay it. You know, you can't really move it around. It needs to be laid where it needs to be laid, at the bottom. So I started laying shingles. I got me probably 3 or 4 rows. And then I took me a measurement from the line that I'd laid, or the last shingle I laid, and went up to this line, and I figured out what I needed to do to squeeze these shingles to where when I got up to this point, everything would be right on track to go on up the rest of the roof, okay? And I done that by measuring and chalking lines. And I didn't wait until I got right up here and then said, oh crap, this ain't gonna work out right. This is not gonna work out right at all. And then I gotta like really squeeze some stuff, and then you see you know, from the ground you might see these shingles that are all squeezed up. It just looks funny, okay? So that's the reason I take the time. It doesn't take that long to make some marks, chalk some lines to ensure that you have a nice straight roof. Everything works out good. It looks like it's professionally done. And that's just the reason I do that, guys. And it doesn't take that much more effort. And if I'm a dumb F for doing that, I'll continue being a dumb F, okay? I just like to do good quality work. And that's about all I gotta say about that. So Carl, I hope you saw this video. Don't take no offense to it. I didn't take no offense to your comment. I like people leaving comments. Even a comment like that is okay, because it can give me the opportunity to make a video that might be able to help other folks, okay? So you guys have a great day, and we will see you next time. Take care.